Alright.
I'm probably gonna have to mute your stream once I enter it, if I'm gonna be in the call the whole time.
Yeah, good idea. It's the fake Scott.
I'm not receiving. Oh yeah, I remember 20 minutes after you started your stream yesterday that it actually just gave me the notification.
Yeah.
Just muted it before it loaded, so.
Alright. So. I can put that.
Having issues with Chica's Magic Rainbow.
Yeah.
With the whole. Because, like, my timer, when I timed it from my submission, it was consistent with the stopwatch, but I don't know why it's not with yours.
Man, it's really weird. The in-game time, like, it bugged. It switched by 2 seconds too far and then come back and then goes up. It's really weird.
So basically,
I'll time it with the split.
Basically, your real time is technically not going to be affected, but it's just going to be affected because of the in-game timer being inconsistent with it.
It won't be affected at all because I just have to deal with the real time. So the in-game time, the in-game timer, I just don't mind it.
Yeah, but it's really weird how getting Scott involves real time and not actually the in-game.
Yeah.
Because like this whole time, like I thought, like if you actually got like 3 minutes, like above 3 minutes in-game time, you would always get like Scott.
Yeah, that's
your,
what I thought also.
Of your time inconsistency, we've now disproved that. Now it's real time is what determines it and not the in-game.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy because, like, why have a in-game timer focuses itself on real time?
But usually it works. So that's the
usually if there's an inconsistency with a timer, the timer should be calibrated back to normal because the game should auto-adjust it back to its normal state. Consistency keep going, making it even worse and even more confusing for players who experience it firsthand.
Yeah.
Personally, never have seen that in my life.
I wanted to try something. I'll try not to hit the done button because I guess it's since I started doing this that it started. So I don't know, I'll just try at this point.
You know, the funny thing is that both Puppy Guy 9 and Zombie Gabriel actually have a 3-second delay when they start. And they both click done at 0.6 because apparently that's how much time it is from when you click done to when the game actually starts. Okay. But I usually start my run as I click done on the actual character screen itself.
Yeah, me too.
0.6 seconds really doesn't matter unless if like the run that you're doing is a huge like time crunch.
Yeah, maybe like the 4th glitch ending now.
You have a 720.
Yeah. Really, I don't think I can beat that.
Welcome to my happy fun Rainbow Land.
Probably possible to beat it, but it's just gonna involve like a lot of grinding. What is your summer best for that? For the 4th glitch normal?
Look on the replay on the replay for the timer. It's really weird.
Oh, like, are you in the CMR game right now?
Yeah, I'm just trying to... I hate butterflies.
Dude, the timer went from 8 to 10, and it's going like 12 to 14.
Yeah.
Goes down by a second as well. Like, it just went from 20 to 19, and it just went like 26 to 25.
Yeah, I really don't get that.
You can do it!
Noticed that before. Doesn't seem right with the game's coding.
But like, I've deleted on my files, I disinstalled the game and all. And it still does that, so... That's the weird part. Come on.
Don't give up! You'll get it
I think
eventually.
My timer is still 1:40 now, and in game time it's 2:15.
Actually, your time when you split is 10. On playback, it's like 20 seconds ahead on the in-game.
Is this your first time to play a video game?
Like, the in-game timer is going further away from the real time.
Yeah.
Excuse me, is this your first time playing a video game?
One good strategy that I use for Chica's Magic Rainbow for the butterfly part is I just pay attention to the top of the screen. But once I get past the second butterfly, I immediately quickly look at the bottom of the screen. Just to make sure I don't walk to my own death by the laser.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the top again.
Yeah, I'm just on
Weird, 'cause
tight timing. I'll go now.
And it's a bit weird because I'm not focusing on if the laser, when the butterfly shoots it, is actually gonna hit the Chica at the bottom. I'm just gonna have to rely on like game sense from just looking at the top that it won't kill me.
Right, I did 3:01 on the real timer, and I did get scut, so...
Welcome to my Happy Fun Rainbow Land! Let's start with some...
Yeah, because I'm looking now, and the in-game is about a minute off.
Yeah. It happened to me once on an emulator, but
Oops!
I don't get why this would happen on a game like this.
Considering the in-game timer was supposed to deceive people from the real time. Three-minute one would really be like the more optimal time that you want to end on every time for the Scott character. Like, if you get like 10-12 seconds above it, then it's generally fine because it's taking so much time.
Yeah, and usually it's just the I part at the end that mess people up. Thank you. Holy shit, that was scary.
The I part really is the worst.
Yeah.
Like,
so random.
Zombie Gabriel did say that he did find a pattern for it.
Yeah.
But I could not understand his theory behind the whole pattern.
You just have to juke the eyes.
Thing is, even when you're trying to, like, either one of the eyeballs is still moving after they've moved when you're trying to dodge, or you basically get triangulated in a spot where you can't escape.
But you'll see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying like to bring the eye up. Yeah, that was a great try.
That's what I've been trying to do, but I always kept getting like fucked over.
Yeah.
Possible times. Because usually they.
Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
And like it usually happens when I'm like at the eye part, like near the end, like right to the flag.
Yeah.
Like, and what's interesting is that you don't even have to touch the flag on the ground in order to like.
Yeah, you can just touch
basically-
the edge of the screen.
But I thought you had to do it one time, and I died when time.
Yeah, you were trying to dodge an eye, and by falling down, you dropped on one.
Sorry I'm late to the party. Fashion.
Something like that.
One was trying to follow me, and I tried getting the one on the ground, like up into the air, but that resulted the other ones that were in the air at the time to kill me.
Yeah.
Souldozer! I should have known it was
Like,
you. You're not even
That royally did piss me off.
I wasn't fully appreciated in my last outing, but now I'm
Like,
back to show
I
you
may
my
have like
full
a lot of experience with like the update 2 minigames.
This will be
Uh,
your
like-
last cameo.
Like, Chica's Magic Rainbow is probably the one that has the biggest bullshit at the end of it.
Actually, I think it's the minigame I'm doing right now, because holy shit, I'm always losing my upgrade during the boss fight.
It's called Don't Be Next to Nightmare Chica when she gets shot down.
Yeah, I realized that yesterday. Man, it's
Like-
such a bitch.
And you know what's funny too is that I was actually watching you the day you beat my world record.
Yeah.
I just kept freaking out at every little mistake you made. And when you made the mistake on Foxy Fighters with the whole you didn't realize Nightmare Chica would give you a different upgrade when she got shut down, I was like, I just cannot understand. Like I don't remember what I said, but I was just like, are you serious right now?
But man, I've done this minigame like 3 times in a row, and I've never got the red upgrade once.
My any percent, I've actually had that happen to me before, but I actually did manage to kill all the enemies, but it was like very hard. Like if you have like the orange weapon,
Yeah.
like for some reason there's like 2 different variations of the orange weapon that you can get. Like
Really?
I remembered when, yeah, because I remember when I got like the orange upgrade once, I actually had like the weapon fire like it was the original starting weapon that you enter the minigame with. And that had me confused because one, there's gonna be 2 orange upgrades with the same color. Could it at least have like a different like number of dots in the middle of it so like I could identify which one I could grab?
Yeah.
I'll just chase you around.
And it's just like
upgrades if you already have this upgrade.
like when you get like the orange weapon, like the upgraded version when it shoots faster, you don't get it again. Like yeah, you'll be able to get like the other one,
Went
but
down in a blaze of glory.
I never
Dodge
think.
like me, Chica! I dodge! Sorry, go ahead.
I kind of lost my train of thought. Like, I used to remember when I did first play Foxy Fighters, I actually thought the pink weapon was actually the worst.
For real.
Yeah, because
crap.
it only shot in a straight line. Like there was like nothing special to it. Like I thought like the upgraded orange weapon was actually the best one.
Yeah, and my best friend thought that
I see
too.
the processing core.
But no, first time I did this minigame, once I got the red one, I was like, holy shit. Hey, 29 health.
Yeah, and like you really want to try so hard to get like a 180
Yeah.
when you know your like boss fight is so good. But like once Nightmare Chica gets shot down and the text box happens, it's like now there's a chance you will get hit because you can't see what's like about to fucking shoot up at you if the boss.
Holy crap, that was an early red upgrade. On the first
Sorry I'm
mod.
late to the party. Fashion late, of course.
Like, generally, you want the red upgrade, or, well, the pink weapon, which I call it because it looks pink for me. You generally want it before Toy Chica says, bingo, got him.
Souldozer.
No. Yeah,
I
before
should've known it was
the big
you.
guys.
You're not even in the right game.
Don't remember their names.
Yeah, cause Auto Chipper, like, that one is like, or not Auto Chipper,
The rats.
like, yeah, you have the gear rats, but those are easy to
This
kill,
will
like,
be your last
hold on,
cameo.
let me, FNaF World Enemies, let's do a bloody start, cause apparently I haven't played the game in a while, and I just gradually forgot. Those are the bosses, not the enemies that I need. Like, I just did a Google search and it gave me bosses with this big list, and then glitched enemies, and then 4 more rows. Like, it didn't even give me the normal enemies. Let me see if I can find it. This might be it. Like, I wish I had images for these things, or... I'm on the FNaF World RPG wiki, actually. Like, okay, it's the chop and rolls. Also what they're called.
Bingo! Got him!
It's weird how their sprite in the game, like in the normal game compared to the Foxy Fighters one, is completely different. They wield 2 axes when you're facing them in the overworld, but in the game they're holding like a log weapon with like a jetpack.
Bingo! Got him! You won't get tired of my voice,
No,
will
Toy
you?
Chica, we won't get tired of
You
your
won't get
voice.
tired of my voice, will you? You won't get tired of my voice, will you? You won't get tired of my voice, will you? You won't get tired of my voice, will you?
I actually mimicked Toy Chica's voice every time I did the Foxy Fighters minigame in my attempts on 100%. Because honestly, if I have no commentary, then I might as well just fuck around with pretending that there's commentary just by mimicking the voices.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, if no one's gonna hear me, I guess I'll just make a fool out of myself without a recording for audio.
And now they do hear you. By the way, guys, this is Chipper.
Killer.
The old world record for 100% category
I
on
went down
FNaF
in a
World.
blaze of glory.
And he's
Not anymore. You already beat me.
Nah, I told you still have it because I didn't post it.
Even if you didn't post it, you still technically beat me. Shut up. You still have the spot on your channel.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Nobody knows.
Actually, yes.
Like, I can open up a new tab and I can just instantly find it because I remember.
I'll private it, bitch.
Great job, guys.
You
get
won't.
I see the processing core. Let's
You
blow it
can't
up and
because
get
guess
outta
what?
here.
You're doing a run. You don't want to waste your time.
True that. Hey, live in health. Alright, Foxy.exe.
I don't think you even made a highlight VOD. I think you just made the practice run, the one that you did beat my record with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically the 5th upload.
Damn it, I wasn't ready for that.
Wait, the 4th one after the live now one.
Maybe. Don't know by heart.
Generally, you want to get like a sub 445 or a sub 5 minute like Foxy Fighter for both the any percent and the A rank.
Yeah.
And when I like did my submission, that like I had like a really fast like Foxy Fighter. even though for some reason I always did A rank on any percent and did any percent on the A rank split. Like I never seem to be consistent with that.
During Foxy.exe, so I can skip the third cat, right?
You can skip the third cat because that one takes the longest, and depending if you time the second or fourth one, either one of those takes long as well. I think it's like the second one that takes the second longest,
Okay.
but I'm not sure.
Won't take the risk.
For Foxy.exe, I actually play it safe on the second screen, and I just generally like move and stop very like consistently.
Yeah.
Because I don't just continuously run until I get like the jump scare and then run back. I just generally just move and stop.
Okay.
Because I thought that was like a good way to stop it. Because when I first played it, I pretty much did not like the second screen.
Yeah.
Made that strategy because I was thinking if I was just gonna keep moving and stopping, eventually I would run into what I thought was the scripted Fred pairs.
Yeah,
for
the trigger.
Well, the thing is that the triggers can random
Yeah.
across the screen.
Yeah, I've
Like,
done like a
I-
3
like-
Freddy one.
Like I thought when like they showed up, they were like to pop up in front of you, so you'd have to do something. But I could never figure out how to stop them. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep moving and stopping until that happens. Because once they did like appeared, like I had no time to react, and I just run into them once I tried moving back. And I basically stuck with it. So even though Zombie Gabriel considers me a good FNaF World 100% speedrunner, technically my knowledge on my time saves and stuff for that is good, but because of bad PC and stuff, and of course some of the strategies that I do is completely different, technically they're bad. I actually barely beat Puppy's original 100% world record a minute and a half, but I was not satisfied with it because it took me 20 minutes to beat Rainbow.
Okay. Damn.
Like a 20-minute split just dedicated to Rainbow fails.
I don't know how much time I lose by searching for the bite chip.
When you finally got the chip after you split it for the Bubba fight, it took you 2 minutes.
Damn.
2 minutes trying to do that.
I forgot, okay.
I was just standing there like, oh my god. Don't tell me he's lost in there. I was like when you kept going through the wrong tents, I'm like, that's not the right tent.
Yeah.
You freaking don't
Yeah.
find the right one.
Because actually, I first started checking for the chip before I killed Bubba.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Hold on.
The greatest.
Bye. Sorry. Bye. My mom walked in.
No problem.
But yeah, like when you kept walking into the wrong tents, I was just like, there is no way in hell he forgot where that chip is. And I'm just like standing there like, bottom left. Don't go left. Don't go in the center. Don't go in the right one. Go in the left one. And when you kept walking through the wrong tents, I'm like, go back to where you was. Go back to the tent. Go in the left one.
Did I look stupid?
I actually had a moment where I was thinking like, I'm about to walk out of this room.
Screw
like-
this guy, I'm out.
It was just so done. Because like the sandwich is so bad. I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I need to get out of here.
I get you. Damn.
stayed, and then once you finally made it through, like you walked into the left tent the first time, but you went down instead of left.
Yeah, I
That-
didn't went through the wall.
The wall, you went down, and that's when the whole like fuckery started.
Oopsie.
Not believe, like, possible. Like, usually you're expected to take that long in like a first playthrough, but in the speedrun, how can you let that happen?
Dude, it was the second time I've got this chip. The first time it was in my first playthrough. But now I know. But man, I did check it out before.
First playthrough, you checked it before, but after that, you never saw that chip again.
Nope.
Considering the fact that I've only done like, I'd say like a low 20 amount of attempts on 100%, I at least know where everything is.
And now I know, okay? Don't judge me. You don't know who I am. Okay, I know
Like-
I'm bad. Oopsie.
Like, I just couldn't understand like the sheer fact that all that was just going down. If I was in chat, if I had a working computer and I was in chat at that time, I would have been like, "You went the wrong fucking way, you donut." Go to the left when you make it back to the tent.
But I knew I was in the right place, but I didn't know where the right place was.
Yeah, because you kept walking back and forth to like the randomest locations. Like,
I know.
you probably went through like every single tent
Yep.
before finding the right one.
Yep. It was the last one, but I did find it.
So, please don't get lost this time.
Nah, don't worry about it. If I can finish Freddy in Space.
You do know you can jitter tap in that game.
What'd you say?
Jitter tap on your keyboard to kill the enemies faster in this one. Like, if you don't have like the final weapon upgrade, you can do that. Ironically enough, like Freddy in Space, even though like the FPS is terrible on the computers that I had for it, like I at least like had like a strategy down.
Yeah.
I did develop a strategy to like just like with the 4 lasers before you just enter the bubble section. Like I always had this theory that like you could just jump like on the little in between like openings, but the jumps were gonna be like a few pixels like to like basically jump and basically make it to the next one. And if he was able to, it's already determined that if you made it through like all of like the jumps and consistently, basically you didn't have to worry about losing any HP to the lasers shooting down.
Okay.
Because you would basically get through it like faster than the lasers could. Went through, then hugged the wall at the very end, and then over and over again. I don't have the experience what 20 FPS on Freddy in Space where the bubble section is.
Oh man, that's harsh.
Not only is the movement really slow, box detection is terrible at
Okay.
20 FPS. Like the green tentacle stocks that you shoot down, when you're doing the no upgrade run like you're doing now,
Yeah.
that your shots won't actually register goes through the hitbox of the green tentacles because of the 20 FPS
For real?
Yeah. Probably, you could probably see that instance happening in my submitted run, but I don't know. Because I think in that submitted run, I think my FPS was actually giving me some degeneracy and gave me 30 instead of the usual 20. 30 FPS on a recording again for Freddy in Space when I was doing runs ever since. It was always in like the low 20s.
Yeah.
Faster with 30 FPS than 20 FPS, so like a simple 10 FPS difference just made much of a difference. Only by like about a minute. Of course. Jitter tapping your keyboard? Oh, like
Oh no! Fucking hell! What the fuck happened?
At the Scott boss. Okay, I
want to see that on the replay. Holy shit! One.
Wow, my live replay is far behind. Oh, let me get.
I wasn't watching. I should have moved left.
4. Oh my god. You died as you
I wasn't watching. I should have moved left.
killed him.
Gosh darn it.
Split second after. Odd.
Okay.
I did not know you could do that.
Yeah, so that's a thing. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Like I knew the bullet entities would still stay, like if it did fire, but not at that point when you just killed the boss like that.
Well. Anyway, that was just trying something. Fuck it. So, adventure, hard mode.
Update 2 minigames are also going to be the ones where your resets are going to be the most apparent, along with Rainbow and Chipper, if they don't go well.
Yeah.
I was surprised you didn't realize that Chipper's poison damage could actually have a rare chance of doing 1,000 damage.
Yeah, no, I didn't know. Damn. That was harsh.
I was always afraid whenever the poison bite would ever come, even from a normal enemy, because I just kept thinking in my head, do not give me 1,000 damage.
Yeah.
From the poison. It's so weird that Chipper's toxic bite actually has the ability to do 1,000 damage.
Yeah, but Chipper is mad. You know, Freddy stole his game. It's Chipper's revenge, son.
Even though you can kill Chipper's revenge with the Chipper character himself.
Yeah.
People for some reason. Oh, hello, Tyler Lund. Welcome.
It's Tilo. Let's go in 3, 2.
I know Tyler.
All right.
I don't know Tyler personally, but he's in Puppy Guy 9's chat. Ever I check his streams.
He's been on some of my ice cream too. It was a slow start.
He's Tyler Lynn has showed up on a few of my streams, but he generally is on Puppy Guy 9 streams. Before you came along, and when he popped up in every so often, whenever I started streaming, he would say hello. But because Puppy Guy 9 streamed about between like my streaming time with his, basically like he basically just went with Puppy Guy 9 stream, and I was just sitting at my computer doing my own stream, just being alone, hoping someone would type in the chat eventually.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'll start the real run. Okay. No. Yeah. Why? Yeah.
I would even have, like, I even have the timestamps toggled, and I would just keep looking back to see like what time the last person responded, and I'd look, and if it's like an hour later, it's like, I'm so quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Considering that my streams generally do get like more than 20 viewers,
Okay.
has been a few streams where I've gotten like, I'd say like about 50.
That's cool, man. I think my top viewer count was like 8. And that's something for me.
My most popular video on my channel was in the first speedrun that I've ever done in my life. But the speedrun of this game that I was doing was on a PS2 console. And this was a game that I don't even think is on the website. Hold on, let me see if I can even find this game on the website.
Alright.
Because I can assure you that it's probably not. Actually is.
What's this, a space shooter?
Like, I just saw the game title.
Voice acting? No! He's gone too far this
It
time.
actually does have a leaderboard.
Oh damn. You want this run?
But there's no submitted runs for it.
Sorry I'm late to the party.
It's a dead run.
Fashionably, of course. Let's kick
Man,
this
the
party
yellow
into
upgrade is
high
so
gear.
bad.
Yellow and blue upgrades aren't considered the worst ones.
Souldozer.
But
I
yellow
should've
is
known
generally
it was you.
worse
You're not
because
even
of
in
the
right game.
auto target.
Yeah.
I wasn't
But
fully
for the
prepared
first
in
parts,
my
it's not
last
so bad.
outing, but now I'm
Yeah, like the yellow and the blue weapons, they're good for like the
Well, we're
like
here to
mega
take back
crabs,
what's
Yeah.
ours.
but
This will be your last
Enemies.
cameo.
you generally want either the orange upgrade or the pink one.
Yeah. I was looking at the purple one, I was like, is it this one? Is it this one? No. Purple, go away.
Do a barrel roll. Sorry,
Barrel
I'm not
roll.
sure what came
Full,
over me.
full game timing method used is RTA. Like the in-game time,
Okay.
I have no idea though. For this, apparently there. Wait, hold on a second. On the rules, it says finish all 9 worlds, but the thing is, there's 100 levels, and every world only has 11. Final. Every world has 11 levels, which generally adds up to 99. But there is a 100th level at the end. But that final level is actually pretty short. I technically would count all 9 worlds plus the last one. I have to find out. What is the form post for this game? August 12, 2017. And apparently, it's talking about if emulators are allowed in the game.
You won't get tired of my voice, will you?
Allowed to do.
You won't get tired of my voice, will you? You won't get tired of my voice, will you? You won't get tired of my voice, will you? You won't get tired of my voice, will you? You won't get tired of my voice, will you?
Ow. Mining crap.
The pink weapon is the best one, Tyler. The pink weapon is the best one. The second best one would be the upgraded orange weapon. And then the regular weapon that you start with the game, and then it's blue and then yellow.
Oh, more likely I'll just chase you around and kill you anyway.
But the issue with the blue weapon of why it's a weak weapon is because its damage is based on how many volleys hit into the enemy. The blue weapon acts like a shotgun. Like, you could have like one pellet like hit an enemy and the rest
God
miss.
damn it.
Work.
Fuck, don't judge me. Fuck.
See on playback soon.
Fuck.
Let me see what happened. What happened on playback too, because for some reason YouTube's trying to be inconsistent with me. Oh, you picked up the weapon.
I dodged it! But then I picked it up somehow.
It's because it didn't go all the way to the left to where it would disappear
Yeah.
from the screen.
Looks like it.
Impossible! You haven't
Here we
seen
go,
the
Danny.
last of me!
Oopsie.
Actually, yes. This is the last you'll see of me.
Man.
Great
That's
job, guys.
stupid.
Gals. I see the processing core. Let's blow it up and get out of here.
Let's do that again. Give me that sweet, sweet beat. Okay. Alright.
What's this, a space shooter?
Pink and
Holy
gray.
crap, is that my
I want it
voice?
pink.
Voice acting? No! He's gone too far this time. You need to shut
I should probably let Tyrone know that Shepard is in the call, by the way.
For real?
I'm ready for action!
Yeah, you're here, yo.
Sorry I'm late to the party.
Sorry,
Fashion.
it's concentrating on something else.
Yeah, like I did not just mention myself before.
You're here, what? That?
Well, I don't think Tyler knew it was originally me,
Yeah, no, sorry, yeah.
Bulldozer.
because
I should have known it was you.
no
Not
one
even in the
really
right
like
game.
Yeah, I didn't put
Puppy
your
Guy
name.
9, Puppy Guy 9 and Zombie Gabriel are like the only two that have heard my voice, but not clearly though, because the headset that I
We're
used,
here to take back
for
what's
some
ours.
reason, the mic
This will be your
was
last
always
cameo.
an issue for both of them, but like either like sounded more like muffled,
Yeah.
or I just had to speak louder in order for them to hear me. I'm surprised Harlan didn't say hi Shepard yet, because Shepard is here
I'm not sure what came over you.
in the call.
Yeah, you can introduce yourself if you want.
It's in the background wildly. He just didn't care. I might try to make like a YouTube video today, but just with like the webcam feature for it. Honestly, like, it's been a while since I really did a channel update, and because of my recent situation, this probably just gave me the opportunity to let everyone know. Because I still have 100 subs on my channel.
Yeah, so
Like, no one really left or unsubbed because, you know, like, am I
watch
like,
it back.
oh. So, Tyrwin just said, tell this guy about,
Voice, will you?
well, I think it's Alice Stoker. I think.
You won't get tired of my voice, will you?
Alice Stoker was, the runner
You won't get tired of my voice,
before you that was apparently called out to be a cheater on Puppy Guy 9's streams because of their load times. But the thing is that the times that Alice Stoker submitted for runs possible to get. And Alice Soaker was actually the reason why the new clock ending tech was discovered. When Alice Soaker made the submission, I actually saw parts of the run where you could technically skip the Fredbears for the next clocks. And I tried it myself, and I was like, how did I not find this before? Because that saves like a whole minute and a half that you generally would have not would have gotten if that was still undiscovered. So with that, and plus with like the whole recent drama like that was happening around the streams, I actually started to get a bit on edge because the whole situation was starting to stir up. Like that's why on the forum post I made the post, the recent events on this leaderboard that I want to address, because it seemed like everyone was just getting like so like frenzied about because this new runner just joined the website. The funny thing is that Alice Soaker, before I even knew like that or like a different person, I actually saw their Reddit post where they did like 30 Scott and Rainbow and Chipper all with like level 1 characters or without like anything except for Rainbow. Rainbow, you definitely did need the update 2 characters, but for everything else it was just basically level 1, nothing to help you, just you, the characters, and your battle strategy.
Okay.
Like, and once I went to Alice Soaker's channel and saw those 3 videos, I started to freak out a bit, because like just a few days before I realized Alice Soaker had joined the leaderboards, that I saw the Reddit post under a completely different username than the YouTube channel itself, and I just happened to have a look, and I just realized, hey, that's the same person I saw before. But then, like, 3 days later, after everything, like, the whole, like, drama started to stir up, so I made this, like, really long post addressing everything. And I will admit that I kind of did get a bit too hard on Alice Soaker when I was just, like, investigating this whole thing. Soaker did get rid of, like,
You'll get it eventually.
like when Alice Soaker was on their, I think it was like one of the public speedrun.com forums on deleting their account. They actually deleted it. Hold on. I have to check through all this stuff because it's been a while since that drama happened, but...
Alright. Hi, Sherry.
Through this.
By the way, I have to wait because the in-game timer is off, so I have to deal with the split timer.
But yeah, like I was investigating like the whole like case of like the drama, and I was providing like images, like, and after like I made the forum post and stuff, like Alice Soaker did get rid of their runs. Like Alice Soaker deleted her videos off the channel, but the runs that got verified were still there.
Okay.
See like the actual like videos because they got deleted. But Alice Soaker did make a statement that the Bandicam software that they're using, if the game stuck on like the same frame for like 2 to 3 seconds, apparently for whatever reason the recording pauses but then unpauses once the different frame shows up.
Okay, so there was cut.
Yeah, Alice Soaker said that the recording auto pauses itself if the frames have been the same for more than 3 seconds.
Okay.
Soaker took the videos down. But the thing is that if the runs were spliced and you knew that like from the start of the game to the end the timer wasn't accurate to one timer that was submitted, because when Alice Soaker did make the run submissions, her times were more than what the gameplay showed. And actually this goes the same to me, because when I did my 100% run, even though I did make it to the final cutscene of the game, there was a splice in my recording because my game crashed. And my recording actually started having crashes too. And it took me like 3 to 4 re-recording attempts on the final cutscene, along with reloading the game back up in order to finally show proof that the end screen for the rainbow ending showed up so I can officially end my run. That's why at the end of that video, I also included 2 screenshots, both the game and the splits.
Yeah.
I didn't know if the run was going to be accepted because there was just that splice. But because I submitted my run with the accurate time, along with the photo evidence, along with the video proof, because I wasn't sure if it really was going to be accepted, because I did leave a note for Evie, the moderator,
Yeah, I saw that.
so that they knew like what happened at the end with like that splicing, because I actually started freaking out when the game crashed.
Yeah.
When I just had a completely perfect 0 crashes run and then my game started crashing. But the thing is, data execution prevention is the fault of why the game crashes.
Okay.
And apparently if you try turning off DEP for FNaF World, the game itself cannot run without it being enabled for the game. So you literally have to deal with the game crashing.
Yeah, because
after a while.
there's a script in the game that crashes the game. Maybe that's why.
But the thing is that Puppy Guy 9 had his game crash, but the thing is like all the game crashes always happened at different locations in the game. It was never the same place. It was always different ones. Because when I did my first attempt, when I had the 20-minute rainbow ending split, which was god-awful, the game crashed when I was in the Geist Lair. But when I had my improved version of that, when I saved a ton of time, the game crashed was on the final cutscene with Deskman.
Okay.
It's strange. Plus, it for some reason, data execution prevention thinks that like the FNaF World game itself is using the memory illegally, even though the game itself runs fine if you do the endings play for so long. If you just go through every single ending without, the game still runs after that happens. But like about 2 hours of playing continuously, the game does crash, and it's just like, why does it do that? Issue. So it's basically an issue that you really can't prevent.
Yeah.
You have to deal with it. So as long as your runtime that you submitted is accurate to what your split timer was, because the thing is that like I feel like if that's going to take a while and you know that the game is going to crash, I feel like you should just provide photo evidence at the end with the video evidence that even though the recordings did get spliced, that you still did the run normally, even though the game recording was less time that you're given to what it is for the timer at the end. Is the timer is at least accurate?
Yeah.
Fine. And for Alice Soaker, I think Alice Soaker probably didn't realize about the whole situation with the load times, because her load times was apparently 2 to 3 seconds on recording, when the best one that someone said they could get was a 6.8.
Yeah.
A random person in Puppy Guy 9's stream. So I think Alice Soaker didn't realize that for the 3 to 4 seconds of the loading times would actually just have it not recorded. Soaker did notice once she start getting the comment about the load times. She did admit that she should really just use OBS to prevent that from happening.
So easy to record with the OBS.
But also, Alice Soaker did say that she does want her runs to be deleted from the leaderboards. But the thing is if you really did want to delete them, you could at least let us see if the footage time was less than time that you gave us for the submission, then we'll be okay with it, because we know that even though there was a bit of parts that were cut out, at least you're trying to have a submission time that's accurate.
Yeah.
But ever since Alice Soaker, Tyrone even made a comment saying you didn't have to delete them, the moderators would have kept them.
Mm-hmm.
He even said, you're allowed to have runs if it's off a few seconds. It just has to be close with your submitted time. So, even if your footage time for the game itself is and the actual submission time, if it's at least close, then we'll understand. It was a bit of a weird situation. And, I just had to address it because, honestly, eventually it was gonna get out of hand, so I just had to.
And she didn't come back?
Her speedrun.com account is still active, but there's no more forum posts at all except for the one from when she made the only forum post that she made was the comment to basically her response to my forum post about events. And she did delete her speedrun videos.
Yeah.
Is that, remember the videos I said where she also beat the hardest bosses in the game with level 1 characters and no chips and bytes?
Yeah.
Except for Rainbow, you just need to update 2 characters. Yeah, she deleted those as well. Even though those were not related to speedrunning in any way, but those were just probably 1 attempt out of the numerous many where she was successful and beat the boss in challenge. Made Dhulkan aware about the universe ending runs being adventure mode instead of fixed parties. Yes, Sherry, I saw your message.
I didn't die! Sorry. Too good.
But yeah, Alice Soaker never seemed to have came back after the incident.
No.
Even after when Alice Soaker deleted their speedrun videos, they still had the other 3 videos with what I mentioned before, with the whole level 1 characters and stuff. but like checking now, like she deleted those as well. Like those were fine. Like anyone could beat any boss without any like backups, but it's just gonna be really hard because you really do need like a good strategy for it. Because like I FNaF World 100% submission, I basically made sure that when I do my runs, I basically restart my computer before I do any speedrun for FNaF World before I dropped off of it and decided to move to FNAFB where I could actually do speedruns for a while. Because the CPU usage for FNaF World is substantial. So you really do need like processor and like you really do need like a good processor to run the game pretty well. My circumstances with FPS being lowered while recording, this also ties into Freddy in Space being the worst and most FPS and CPU heavy area in the game.
Yeah, I can feel that right now.
And it's because of all the bubble and like it's all the animations. If you could get rid of like the whole animation, like and some of the backgrounds for Freddy in Space, I bet you like my FPS would be like
For sure. But we can't go in the game files to remove stuff, right?
Well, I know you can hack the game and mess around with like getting like characters early and stuff, but I don't know about the whole graphical setting thing.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Personally, I personally never hacked FNaF World myself. Like when I was doing the Nuzlocke challenges, like a couple weeks ago, whole computer situation I have now. I had 4 optional like challenges that I wanted to do, but they all required hacking the game.
Okay, yeah.
Which was Freddy %, Bonnie %, Chica %, and Foxy/Mangle %.
What's that?
Basically, it's just beat FNaF World with the Nuzlocke challenge rules with just whatever character it is. So if it's Freddy %, can only use the Freddy character. Yeah. So for like Foxy and Mangle %, because you know Mangle is technically like another version of Foxy. I just made Foxy/Mangle % because fuck it. Like I'm not gonna have that debate with that. No, and I don't mean the robot gender debate. I literally mean the debate on like if Mangle can be considered part of the category because no shit, she is. Oh, sorry, I said she. I said she. Everyone's gonna get offended in the comments.
Man, did you ginger shame? Ginger? Wait, yeah. Even says in the last book, it says when they talk about Funtime Foxy, not it, but he and she, in like the same sentence.
But Scott also confirmed Funtime Foxy Mangle as a yes. Dumbest answer ever to give. Also, did you forget a cupcake?
Shut the fuck up. I got it now.
Like, I just checked and I noticed, I just noticed that you were 1 upgrade short.
Yeah, I realized that on the way back.
That would have been sad if you actually beat the minigame, but you missed because of that. Like, that would have been one hell of a highlight reel to look back on.
Yeah, I'm good. Shit. I used to be good.
I really wish you clipped some of the crazy stuff that's happened in your runs, like you forgetting the counter bite chip location, because that one should be like there should be like a FNaF world fails and randoms compilation. Like all the random stuff that happens like during your runs, because they see the whole Chica's magic rainbow timer inconsistency being like just a random like fail out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Or fault for some reason. The game likes to be inconsistent. Like what I probably think happened with the Chica's magic rainbow timer is it probably bugged out and tried to like calculate on like the actual FNaF World in-game timer, which is pretty inaccurate.
Yeah.
Timer's a lot slower than the real time, no matter what run you do, so that would not make sense at all, for my theory.
Wow.
The best.
I made such a dumb face, holy crap. Yeah, I didn't get the upgrade last time because I thought I was doing the run to get Jacko Bunny. That's why.
Any percent.
Yeah.
Also, like when you get that first cupcake at the beginning, I generally just jump all the way and just take the 5 damage from the camera itself.
Yeah.
It's honestly like it's just any percent. I just run through it. Like
Usually when I try to be dumb, I get killed during the boss fight. So.
thing is that I play much more risky on Freddy in Space than Zombie Gabriel Puppy Guy 9. When it when it comes to like all upgrades, I basically just like
run for it.
I basically just don't care. As long as I have like 15 HP once I make it to Scott, I'm basically fine.
Yeah.
Then again, because my game is a lot slower, I can generally be fine with being risky because with the game being slower, well actually the little blob looking enemies that like depending on what FPS rate I'm at, they can actually move faster than me.
Okay.
If I have like a low FPS rate enough to where my movement is so slow even while falling that the blobs will actually be able to catch up with me.
Jesus.
Section where you jump left and right as you keep going up, that takes like at least like seconds to a minute just to get to the top because my FPS rate is so slow.
Damn.
Like, did you actually watch me go through the whole Freddy in Space minigame like 3 times with such bad FPS on my submission?
No, I did skip all the characters farming because I thought I knew pretty much what I was doing. So.
Go back and take a look at it. You're gonna cringe at just how slow everything is.
Alright.
Like because like just by looking at the footage, you can tell everything is just so slow, and it's not even my fault either. Even when I'm like moving in one direction, you can tell something's not right with my character speed. Also, when you're going back up towards the Scott area, jump right, then left, and then right. Just 3 jumps.
Okay.
I don't do the left, right, no, that you do.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
Because I don't know if that wastes more time, just doing the whole left, right, than just the right, left, right, and then you're just basically...
Man, look at those UFOs.
I would generally just run straight through the UFOs if I have plenty of HP.
Yeah. I did. Good dodge. Alright.
I'm One Direction. Does my voice sound good enough to be in a boy band? Broken up.
In a boy band, I guess so. That, I want that, I want that. Do I want that? No, come on. I want that, that.
Like I barely leave my house anymore. Like, how would you expect me to be in a band?
Okay. Shit, why did I freaking TP'd again? Good job, me.
I apparently got a YouTube notification. Something different though. Because I did receive your notification for your stream, but I think I got like another notification for something else.
Okay.
Yeah, just a YouTuber upload. Underage fan kicked off my property by McJuggernuggets. Oh god.
Sugar Nugget, what the fuck?
If you don't know who McJuggernuggets is as a YouTube channel, then you've missed a lot.
Oh.
Have you heard of like Psycho Dad, like whatever, like expensive like console or whatever?
I don't think so.
You missed like a whole 2 years worth of a series.
Sorry, man.
Because McJuggernuggets did this like Psycho series that lasted for like 3 years, and he never told anyone,
Okay.
like any of his fans on YouTube, that like his series was fake until like basically once the final like of the Psycho series came out, basically at the very end it showed like the father that the character is supposed to, like the Psycho son is supposed to kill at the end, like on the last episode he comes back, like the entire family is there. And then after that there was like a whole new mini-series that happened.
Okay.
The announcement saying like the series was fake this entire time, like, and it was really interesting. Like when I first saw it, like I thought it was just like a bunch of random internet videos like Waffle Pone with the whole like I actually never watched Waffle Pone in a while, so I forgot. Let me see what the videos were called, because I generally forgot like
Okay.
about like the videos. Oh, it was the greatest freak out ever series.
Okay.
Very first greatest freak out ever video was actually real, but the rest afterwards were just like scripted.
Okay.
Like the original video was like 8 years old.
Damn.
And the 35th video was actually 4 months old, so you can tell that they generally didn't upload much. Have like
say.
freak out video was like the 35th one. How about that yet? Because I think there was probably more that I've seen, but at the 35th one is actually the latest one, because I just saw one of the videos that I just saw like a while back. Nah. The whole like Psycho series thing with it just started off with like a whole like Psycho Dad series. But then, like, once Jesse realized, like, hey, these videos are getting popular, he actually started making a series out of it. And the Psycho Dad Destroys Xbox 360 video, the 5th one in this series, I think. First, I don't remember, like, first Psycho series video. But later on, when the channel kept getting more and more popular, eventually it was just like a bunch of daily vlogs, and then every once in a while you'd get like a Psycho video.
Okay.
Generally during the vlogs, eventually there was like a point in the vlogs that were uploaded every day where
Holy crap.
it'd be like a build up to like the next Psycho video.
Man, I just got killed. That is so fucking dumb.
Wait, where did you kill that? Oh, you got killed getting the mimic chip.
Getting the barrier chip, yeah. So I guess that's a thing. It's all fine, I got it now. Wow.
It's a bit weird because the YouTube stream of yours keeps taking me to the... Oh, you was going for the shield chip. I thought you was going for the mimic chip because of the black tomb yard split.
No. What the
Like, I keep...
I completely forgot what I was doing here. Sorry, go ahead.
I keep forgetting that you, like, changed up my splits to make it your own.
Yeah.
Like, considering the fact that I had over 50 splits in that submission, like the ultimate 100% one or the 157% one had like 63.
God damn it, man. That's too much. Just realized. Holy shit, there's no... Okay. Forgot I had to do the pearls.
Yeah, don't fail on the pearls. Like, I saw one of the pearl attempts where you tried to be risky business.
Yeah.
And tried to weave the bobber in between like the tight gap. I'm the one that does that. No one else does.
You never know, okay?
Considering that in my submission, I actually did get the pearl all 5 times in a row. Four of which were extremely quick, but the 4th like pearl attempt, it did take like 30 seconds of in-game time.
Okay. Yeah.
But generally, it was a perfect.
Yeah, man,
Also,
so sometimes
the
the
chat
fishes are
messages-
at the same time. Yeah, the chat messages now are all fucked up.
It like when you first had the chat thing on the screen
Yeah.
originally, they all showed up, like, and started chatting with you during one of your streams, like, or I basically got back into contact with everyone.
The fuck? Why is the chat is weird? Try to fix that later.
But yeah, when I do reroute, when I do get like another computer and I start rerouting the 100% and 157% categories for FNaF World, expect a lot more splits than ever.
God damn
Like-
it, man.
Like, I'm actually gonna include splits for every single mini boss, even the ones before the switches.
God damn.
I'm gonna make my splits. Because the thing is that I can keep track of all of that.
Yeah, you can, I can't.
Zombie Guy 9 and Zombie Gabriel have like Puppy Guy 9's true 100% splits or the 100% splits now, like he has I think only like 8 or 9 split dedicated to like the update 2 stuff, and the rest is just whatever. I think it's like endings. Like
I don't know how much I have for 100. I think I have like 15, something like that.
miss the third clock like you did the one time.
Oops.
Because we know that when your normal mode clock ending, you forgot on one of your runs.
Man.
Even though I don't think I was actually there to witness that stream,
I
but
don't
you
know.
did in the Discord yesterday.
Yeah, that. Challenger, get out.
Or I think it was on your stream yesterday, not in the Discord chat, because you did stream yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think you did talk about it.
That's a possibility. Oh, eyesore. Goodbye.
Like, even though people is gonna have a lot of pain wrapping their head around how can one person be so focused with split list that not even W split can even comprehend more than 40 at once on a screen.
Yeah.
Like, how can a normal person just be fine with that?
Cause you crazy, man.
Like, full game runs that are generally like more like 100% type runs, like those I have a lot more fun doing than the any percent ones. Because if I've played a game that I know I can record, do streams, or speedrun, then yeah, I'll play those games on the like whole 100% category.
Yeah.
Because I've played games where I've kept replaying them over and over again and just 100%ing it just on casual playthrough. Because why not? Like, I pretty much know what to do for every game that I have completed 100%. Did risky business with one of the pearls again.
But I got it.
Remember you missing the pearl when it hit the floor when it looked like it should have hit.
I guess so. Speak. So.
I will admit that I've had many of pearl practice occasions where the bobber hits the floor.
Yeah.
Of the pearl is touching it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it touch each other.
Yeah, that's frustrating, man.
And it's like, and if it's like the fast pearl, you get like a really lucky RNG with the fish and the pearl, and that happens. It's just like, I'm just gonna shoot this pearl once I get it because I hate it.
Yep.
Basically, the pearl in Chica's Magic Rainbow is everyone's nightmare
Pretty much.
when it comes to FNaF World.
And finding a spring bunny.
Finding the row 5 characters in general, like any of the row 5 characters that are the last ones left are just like a nightmare to find.
Mm-hmm.
During that, my first time getting the fan, which was also during my 157% routing, was Nightmare himself.
Damn. Freak.
I apparently got like Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, and then I couldn't get Nightmare for the next 50 minutes.
I don't remember something again. This way. It's good. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. Yep. Okay. I'm good. Oops.
People watching you now.
I was about to forget where the endless strength and defense chip were.
Has been always interesting to me is how the endless strength chip doesn't have a mini boss for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it says on the wiki that maybe it's cut that has forget to put something there.
The thing is that if Scott forget to put it there, like you can even look at the map and you can see that there is like no giant yellow square. It's just the chest. Let me go find. Let me get FNaF World map. Put MAQP. Yeah, nice spelling, dumbass. I can't even spell that right. That's great.
I'm doing my second pearl now.
Yeah, let me get the map.
Fuck.
What do you think? Well, oh, there's actually a map for the glitch.
For the glitch world?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, there's actually a giant map for the glitch world. For like the glitched objects.
Yeah.
Like, I knew there had to be like some sort of a map for this thing, but actually a map for the level 2 and 3 glitch worlds as well.
Okay.
Strange, just seeing it like that.
Sure. It's not all twisted.
Like, it doesn't have like the grainy effects on it.
Yeah. 2, 1. I did lose time there.
But it is amazing to see like the whole like area in detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just have a rendition of the map. Anyway, the boss squares are not here for this map. Thanks, Reddit image. So useful. Like, I can't even access Reddit on book, but for some reason I can see the Reddit images.
Weird.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to find the whole map in its entirety.
Wow, I wasn't looking.
Search still has the MAQP on it, just going back, so...
Black Tomb Yard here.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Actually, there's a map image right here, but it never seemed to show up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a research, like a re-research, because apparently Google's being a bitch.
Google's a bitch. No.
Google's playing like a beach.
Like a beach. With all the all the white sand.
There we go. Now Google wants to cooperate with me.
Google wants to play.
To play a game.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure, pretty sure.
Thank you for playing.
Do I ever play? Yeah, sure. I'm playing right now.
Oh great, I still have to wait for the images from Google to load, because apparently this Chromebook sucks.
Jesus Christ, man.
Some of the images load immediately, but some have to wait.
Well, you know, Google is pretty big of an app, I guess.
I'm using the website itself, not the app.
Well, shit.
Well, on like the PC, like the images would have immediately loaded, but like on this Chromebook, it's just like, why?
Why?
I'm way far behind because your stream is buffering for me for some
Okay,
reason.
yeah.
I think I'm starting to experience like a mini connection issue, which I think also had to tie into the delay on the Discord messages yesterday.
Yeah, maybe.
Google hates me. Nah, it's just the computer wants to be abused and does not want to cooperate. Kurwa. That's what it is. Kurwa means, then you're lucky you don't know what Polish is.
Man, can I stop having any new character?
For some reason, when I swear sometimes, I always say in like Latin American, like Polish or Russian, or just generally in British.
Oh.
Because because I've played so much video games in my life, I've probably been born to be a gamer because I had like a Game Boy Advance until I was like 2 before I broke it because I didn't even realize I could break it by snapping it in half.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I snapped it in, like, it was late at night. I was like, like, I generally didn't even know that, like, I broke it until, like, the next day. Like, my parents walk in and eventually find out that
Man, it's not a flip book.
that snapped. Well, the thing is that I don't think flip books were even around at the time.
Yeah. Man, what the fuck am I doing?
And again, I still had the Nintendo 64 when I was 2. By the time, like around the time when I broke the bloody Game Boy Advance. And that N64 still works to this day. Like, it's amazing. Because the thing is that the N64 that I have, I actually never owned it originally. Like, my dad was working with this, like, vacant apartment. Like, this apartment where this guy was moving. Like, this guy had moved, and he had left some stuff in the apartment. And one of the few things that was left was a Nintendo 64 with, I'd say, 13 games.
Nice.
And one of them happens to be Star Fox.
Okay.
Actually, I think it was just 12 games, but the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater one, which is the blue cartridge, not the gray one, that one I had bought.
Okay.
But yeah, one of the games in the collection was Star Fox. But it seemed like the person who had the Star Fox game didn't seem to play it because I kept getting the high scores. Because the scores were all default. They were all the default scores, not the... you would see if a person had owned that game previously. So it was a bit strange.
It was a
Get it?
ghost game.
Mind at the time. But yeah, with that whole endless strength chip mini boss situation, like, if Scott did forget about it, then how come it took updates and he hasn't fixed it? Unless he purposely intended to have no boss there just to play with our heads.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? It's Scott.
Like, because, like, every chip, except for, like, the gray chip chests, those generally have, like, a boss.
Yeah.
Well, except for some of the red chests, because some of the red chips,
Damn it.
the out of bounds sections, so you generally, actually, no, 4 of the 7, like, no boss, you could just get it for free. Fury, the Frettle Fury, and the Cursed Status chips, those are the ones that are the 3rd tier but they're the ones that have a boss. Everything else doesn't. Think that with the auto shield chip that you would get like a really hard boss to face, even with a good party.
I still only have one pearl. That's really bad. Oh, man.
Make time. Like if you're
I did
you're
take
gonna
my
have
time on this one. You'll see.
time for the pearl.
Shit.
My submission, I basically, like any point in the run where I basically had to teleport to like another area to get something that I missed,
Yeah.
I generally just went to the pearl first and then moved on.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too.
Like I think there's like 7 instances where you can basically make time if you're generally trying to get through without breaking the route a little bit.
Sure.
When like every chip chest that is generally guarded by a boss does have like a square to indicate, like a yellow or a red square indicating there's a boss for that chip chest.
I thought that indicated the chest.
The chest have like a smaller like sprite on the map.
Okay.
Like considering that the FNaF world was originally a 2D game, it would make sense why the map is also like the 2D look.
Yeah.
When it was first seen, because that was what it was originally was. So I don't think Scott ever really made a change to the map, because if he really had to make a whole new map, but in like a more 3D with the SKU version of it, then yeah, that would not be fun. Depends on what limitations that you're going with Quick Team, because it has taken Quick Team Fusion 2.5 to the utmost limits. Like, still to make a game,
yeah,
that takes like a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Why he would generally want to break every once in a while world and made that. But still, I think Scott purposely intended to have no boss for the endless strength chip ever since the first initial release of the game. Because if the FNaF world wikia says that like, hey, there's no boss there, and they don't have video proof that a boss was originally there in previous versions, then that means Scott purposely intended to do that for the later updates. Because Scott always likes to mess with everyone's heads. Lore, even though some people think that he probably doesn't even know the lore that he's trying to make now himself. Because he's like, he had to make sister location to cover up some issues brought up in FNaF 4.
Yeah. But
Like,
damn, sister
plus,
location is good.
well, it's kind of like FNaF 2 with the whole custom night for the 1020.
Yeah.
See? Because that one's hard. Like, especially with your view being blocked by the mini arena 2. Like, that is like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have to click Bonnet's nose behind, like, all the mini arenas, but you can't even tell where your mouse is most of the time, unless...
But Markiplier said that when you put the camera down, the mouse goes at the level of Bonnet's nose.
Or if that's completely true. Like DJ Sturf had like the strategy down. He like did research with it, but
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, now back to Park Patch. Maybe I can do that. Too late. Whatever.
One interesting thing I do want to talk about is this whole tent glitch.
Yeah, I don't really get
because-
it actually.
Because I never understood that either. Because in the rules, it states that you cannot use the tent glitch
Present
previous
in World
version.
1.
Eevee responded to that tent glitch post, which was actually the first one. And Eevee said that it was a thing once, but it's really kind of pointless considering it only works on the very original version. And since it was so short, it just becomes a run of hoping you get no encounters.
Okay.
It's just a set time. Like, if you got no encounters,
Okay.
your run is basically just a set time, nothing more.
Okay.
So there was a reason why that was taken out. Because know about that tent glitch myself, because I want to see about it. I'm just gonna do like a YouTube search, see if I can find any.
Alright.
Oh, I think I just realized what it probably was based on this dude's description. The video, I just saw the description. Apparently, Wildfire has a video titled FNaF World Cheat / Glitch, and apparently said, I found this by mistake. To do this, glitch through the gravestone, basically in Tomb Yard, go to the security / red tent, then open your party and close it. And you should be where you want to be.
Okay.
Apparently, as of the 1.1 version of FNaF World, the glitch no longer works. So basically, the very first version of FNaF World basically
Was stupid.
it basically no longer works. Like, person has an annotation in the video saying that the cheat no longer works anymore as of February 9th, 2016.
Okay.
I just turned 15 by the time that happened.
Yeah.
You know what's really sad is that when FNaF World actually did originally come out, I actually was thinking about making a series when the game actually released.
Okay.
And that resulted in me getting away from the FNaF world, from the FNaF community for 8 months.
Damn.
With FNaF 4, I kind of dropped off with the series a bit. But then when FNaF World came, I was like, okay, maybe I could do a video series on this. Because the game looked like it was good enough for like a low-end PC to play.
Yeah.
First saw it. But when I was thinking about doing it, dropped off the face of the FNaF community and was never seen for another 8 months. But then again, I was never on the subreddit either for the FNaF that you can find now. So I generally was just unknown in the community.
Okay.
Completely a stranger.
Dude,
General, a viewer. What?
I so fucking messed up. I killed the run.
Did you do this time?
No, okay. The run is still fine. Okay. I didn't get the clock ending, but I was hitting all the buttons. But the ending is still there. So I'm fine.
So you forgot to go through the locked gate for the clock ending.
How good am I? Damn.
There's a reason why I had over 50 splits for the 100% category.
Shut up.
Because that keeps me up to date with everything in the run.
Shut up. I'll get it. Don't worry.
Yeah, good job losing the gold split now.
Oh wow.
And-
Yeah, but no, because now all the buttons are hit, so I'm on my way to Chipper, and then Security, then Scott, and then Rainbow.
Make sure you don't die on poison bite 1,000 damage.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Or toxic bite. I keep calling toxic bite poison bite because of its poisonous effect.
Yeah.
Also, I don't generally understand why everyone gets the button in the first warp last.
I don't know.
generally like that button has no boss at all.
Yeah.
Just go for that first. I basically do warp 1, then 3, then 5, and then 4 as my switch pattern.
Okay.
How many are you at for this one?
That's bad. Hit. Yes.
So how many did you get on the pearl now? Okay.
Wait a sec. Be good. Shit. Hunt.
Oh, you stopped for a brief moment.
Yeah. Hit. Come on, die, man. Hit. Die.
It's the slasher. How lucky are you?
Fuck.
You know what? That slasher text should just be a meme in the FNaF community now.
Fuck. I'm dead.
10% chance attack. How lucky are you?
I thought I could kill him. Lose time there. Should have restarted way early or whatever.
Also split early for the clock ending, but you realized the mistake.
Yeah.
Because when you beat Rainbow, you split after the battle.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you have to split when the end screen shows up. You split when you saw the end text start to show up. You didn't have to like wait, because you could have gotten a sub 137.
I could.
Could have.
Why?
If you would have just split once the end text just showed up. You didn't have to wait.
Okay.
Like once you see that the end text just starts showing up, you can just hit,
Okay.
just split. Because if we can see that the end start to fade in and you split, like generally we'll be fine with that because we know that you split at the right time.
Gotcha. God damn it. Man, Chipper's a bitch.
I'm way behind for some reason. Like for some reason the stream just always just goes out of sync.
Damn.
You're doing the double buzzsaw party combo that I use for the weaker bosses.
On my second party.
Oh, that's just well. My character set when I do my 100% runs now involves both fourth wall characters and both the buzzsaw characters.
Okay.
Because they do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. Good against the weaker bosses because generally the battles will be a lot faster.
Yeah.
To like the harder bosses like Security, Scott, Rainbow, and Chipper, I basically just do Jacobani, Purple Guy, Coffee, Nightmare, and A. And then
Shit, toxic bite.
Chipper, and then Balloon Boy.
Don't be a
Foxes.
dick. Don't fuck. You've been a dick. Come on, hit with one slasher. Oh yeah! Slasher for the win!
10% chance, how lucky are you?
Oh, my coffee just died. Nice.
Yeah, you can tell my personal, like, my son of best for the Chipper split was a 239.
Okay.
In my actual run, it was a fucking 530 something. Chipper was being a beach in my run.
I've split early actually on Chipper. I split after the fight.
Yeah.
Oops.
I probably should do Rainbow kill thing along with like the Scott kill and then the end screen for Scott. I should make that splits as well.
Fuck it.
like all the extra splits is just for optimization purposes because if you have little splits, it won't see too much in optimization unless you really broke the splits down a lot more. Specific. Because if you make your splits very specific, then you'll know your time saves for like
for each section.
You'll know like if they are gonna be ahead of time or behind. Because another good thing about Y-Split is the whole like sub-split. So if you wanted to have sub-splits for like specific objectives in a specific warp, you can do that. Like, even though the sub-splits will generally make the splits look short, in reality, after you go through one sub-split after another, you're basically just seeing the actual list of splits just within that sub-split alone. I know about sub-splits because I don't generally know how to really get around with the sub-splits thing, because I've only messed with like W-split. I messed with Y-split once before, but I generally didn't really do much. 30 hype.
I still have to get 2 pearls.
Which means you can't get to Rainbow unless you really do.
Yeah, so I have to like after Scott, I need to get the pearl because I'm pretty sure Dede's will be back. Then I need to farm. I need to run some more fights to do the last pearl. Then after I go do the rainbow ending.
I think you could have just gotten the 4th pearl after that security fight.
Maybe I don't.
Because Dee does come back very quickly when if you're not watching the entire time. Something to eat in a little bit, so I might not be in the room. But you know when I will be out of the room, you get something. I'm just still surprised that your party combo managed to beat Rainbow with 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
I actually thought you was never gonna make it.
But I knew this combination would make it, so...
But the thing is, you had to rely on the RNG with the damage, because...
Yeah, but usually I do it, and I still have like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but my party combo, which I said for like the first party, which would have been Jacobani, Purple Guy, then Coffee, and the Night Marionette. Like for Rainbow, like I did tell you this yesterday that like my fastest Rainbow battle was 108 left on the clock.
Yeah.
Which is like just 72 seconds, so like 1:12 on Rainbow. But you have to admit that is really fast with a double slasher party.
I do admit that's fast.
But yeah, factor in the fact that I basically relied on a 10% chance attack.
Yeah.
The killing blows. 4 hits is all you need. Plus an additional 4.
What?
Plus an additional 4 damage because 400,000 HP even minus 999 times 4 will still give you 4 HP left.
Okay.
Generally I just use like 4th wall. Why is it more than enough?
Man, I'm not having the pearl. Holy shit.
Another annoying thing about the Pearl minigame is the fish that trail right above it.
Yeah, that's what I have like right now, so screw that. I don't want to hit a fish, so I'll let the time go down.
If you get one of the 2 golden fish like trailing above the pearl the entire time, it's basically just instantly like
lost.
End the game.
Yeah. Oh, I lost like an entire minute there. An entire minute.
Your pearl, your rainbow ending split was like 10 minutes. Considering mine was a 9:09:81.
Maybe, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I get you. What you were trying to say with the run technique. Yeah, okay.
Sometimes when you fail the pearl minigame, like Dee will still stay.
Yeah.
Afterwards, like to give you like another chance. You keep getting Dee not responding, like or not staying after you failed it once. Generally, like it's not a good sign.
Yeah. Come on. Come back today.
Like, you don't really have to move. You could just, like, stay there the entire time and just do that.
Yeah. I just wanted to get close to where Daddy is. Damn it.
Expect to get new challengers as well doing that.
But I need to do that, so...
Like, the most annoying thing about the 100% category is, of course, the character encounters.
Yeah, because you don't want them. Good Pearl. Nice. At least it was quick. Now I can go do the rainbow ending.
You're basically gonna world record again.
Yeah,
Because you have plenty of time.
but can I do sub 30?
Well, considering your rainbow split was a 10-minute, considering like you're using like a party combo that takes almost all the time.
I have a new technique for this one, so...
Give like the rainbow
I want
boss
one slasher to hit, so...
can use like my party combo, which relies heavily on slasher.
I
For 4
should
hits.
so not run from that.
10% chance for 4 hits. How lucky are you?
Not enough.
Because basically, to get 4 hits without a single slasher miss is basically a 0.01% chance.
Yeah. Huh.
Mention how many times you use slasher in that battle. Its ability is getting lower to that. Ridiculously low. Ability stances, yeah. Like if you was to keep like adding like the percentages for every slasher attack used with a 10% chance, then yeah, the percentage would get really low. In real standards, 10% is just still 10%. But still, it's not a fun...
Shit,
You-
I lost track of where I was. Ah, damn it. Wait, I think I was going there. In here. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Alright, so... Just change my chips. Take that, that. Screw this.
Also, you generally don't need auto mimic or auto shield.
No,
like,
no. Yeah, I know. I'll take that. I want that just to be sure. And
endless speed is better than just using the mimic because you get like a lot more attacks out of it.
and it was
Like Zombie Gabriel did prove that the mimic chip is slower than just using the endless speed. Because it takes so much time just to like do one attack with the mimic enabled.
Yeah.
Game over. So sit back and get wrecked.
Hey, one
Yeah.
slasher hit already.
Yeah, you basically need to beat the boss within a minute. And well, from my end, you're at like 127.18. You basically have to beat the boss in a minute, so you can get the sub 130.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Always still be close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did like a calculation of how much damage per second you would have to do on Rainbow if you're just basing it off the whole 180 in-game timer. We basically have to do 2,222.22 damage a second.
Jesus.
But considering you have a 5 to 6 second window at the beginning,
Oh.
it's basically like a 2147.xx damage per second. But even with that significant lower amount of damage, it doesn't make much of a difference at all. basically you generally want to like follow the highest damage per second criteria. Like, I found like the damage range that you would generally need Rainbow within like exactly the amount of time that you're given. The stream delay is not happening, so...
Holy fuck, I'm dead. Wow, I messed. Wow, how? How the fuck did I mess up? Okay, sorry, I'm shocked. Well, rip.
Hold on, like, I'm like 35 seconds from the timer.
You think I'd let a moron like you reach the end of the game? You stupid, idiotic moron!
Oh, I see what you forgot.
Charge my rainbow
You
cannon.
forgot to use bubble breath.
So sit
Yeah.
back and prepare to get wrecked.
Generally, every 45 seconds you want to use bubble breath. 180, then 135, then 90, and then 45. Basically, the marker first.
Since I really did. Jesus.
Don't worry, I made that mistake like a fucking idiot. That's all. I thought like using bubble breath, you had to use it like once every minute.
Yeah.
But I kept finding out that like bubble breath kept ending before then. So I'm thinking like every 45 seconds. So when it reaches 135 on the timer, and then 90, and then 45, you can use it.
My rainbow cannon will be ready.
You don't forget. I'd have had a chance to kill Rainbow, but Slasher hit, which is like almost like let's just say Slasher's just 100,000 damage equally, and not 99999. With the whole like, with the whole 2222 like damage. Second, basically, one Slasher hit basically gives you the equivalent of 45 seconds. Slasher hit saves you 45 seconds in OPS.
Slasher hit.
1 minute left, you stupid.
So basically, if you've got like 2 Slasher hits really early,
Yeah.
you generally save 90 seconds to be under the DPS limit. But you want to make sure that you're at least like 75% of that limit, so you know that you're fine. But then again, with a 3-minute time limit and you getting like 2 Slasher hits like at extremely early into the battle, like within the first minute, you're generally okay for the rest of the battle.
What's up? What?
Prepare for rainbow overload!
How did I not do enough damage?
Hold on. I'm 27 seconds left in the timer.
Man, I don't understand. What the fuck? What?
You don't have Mega Virus on Rainbow, you donut.
At the end, no, but I had it like all the time before that. The heck?
Well, that's Rip Run.
Yeah, I'll kill this run. That was dumb.
Yeah, because even if you do beat Rainbow, like now, like you might not like you might just either barely be right next to the PB or you won't. Well, actually, since you respawned in the main overworld,
Yeah.
then yeah, you're definitely not gonna get world record at that point.
But I don't understand why I didn't do enough damage. What?
You probably did like just enough damage to almost kill Rainbow, but apparently the DPS wasn't enough.
Looks like it. Because I had Predator Fury speed. I had gift box. I even had endless strength. Don't know why, but I did.
I think if you would have kept using Slasher on Jacobani even after the first Slasher hit, you'd probably might get lucky and get like a second one, and
Yeah.
you'd probably would have killed Rainbow faster that way.
Yeah, but with only one character with Slasher, it's risky.
Characters with Slasher, both Purple Guy and Jacobani have Slasher.
Yeah, but on my first team, I only had Jacobani, so and no Mimic, so.
A run, even though I had Mimic, even though it was proven that it's slower. My first party when I originally did my submission run, I had Jacobani, then Purple Guy, then Coffee, and then Nightmare and A.
Okay.
And I basically just relied on Slasher the entire time.
Yeah, because you only need like 3 Slasher to hit and do a little bit of damage. I think.
I generally just focused on like if I couldn't get like the 4 Slasher hits within like 2 minutes into the battle, then I would just switch over to normal damage with the Jacko bombs and 4th wall.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was sad. What should I do next? Because I don't want to start another run of this. Not now.
Who knows?
Okay, it's 6 p.m. or
Like-
almost.
Is that when you generally end the stream?
Yeah, kinda soon. Maybe I'll review a little bit more of FNaF 2. I'm at night 5. Yeah, I'll redo a little bit of this.
I'm surprised this Discord call has went this long.
Yeah. This I can close. Open this. Luck preview.
Mute. Why did I say mute? What the hell?
You what?
I was about to say I was gonna like mute my mic so I could like watch YouTube videos now and then.
Alright.
If we were gonna continue like the call after the stream. But instead I said mute.
Good one.
Like prefer an American.
Yeah, because we know how to good English. Good
And I
English
don't
is
word
the
right
best.
because I don't word good.
Alright. I'll switch.
But I'm gonna mute my mic right now so I can get something to eat because I am hungry.
Just a sec,
hold
I
up.
can't hear you. Put that there. Okay.
Were you doing a playback and it did that? Were you checking the playback when? Yeah, I could kind of hear myself a bit still on your end.
A little bit. Yeah, maybe. I'll bring the volume
it's
down.
faint. It's faint, but I can hear it.
All right.
Because at least I know my this mic actually does work,
Yeah.
so people can hear me clearly.
Talk for a bit.
Like I am gonna mute my mic like minutes so I can get something to eat
Okay.
because I am getting hungry.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, I'll end the stream soon, so.
Keep the call going, or
Actually, we can leave the call there, and we'll see you later this evening.
well, I am gonna get something to eat.
All right.
Plus, my mouth is foaming a bit because I've been talking so much.
Yeah, it's good. So catch you later.
For some reason, whenever I talk so much, my mouth just like foams up after a while. Don't know why, it just does.
Shit happened, bro. Ow.
Like I'll probably be back like a few minutes before you like end the stream at 6.
All right.
See you in a bit.
See ya. All right. So then, guys. So yesterday during the stream, I did a little bit of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We did the first night, second night, third night, and fourth night. So today I want to try and do the fifth night, because we didn't die like a mouse. Let's do the shiz.
Oh, hey, good job, night 5. Hey, keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? From what I understand, the building is on lockdown. No one is allowed in or out, you know, especially concerning any previous employees. When we get it all sorted out, we may move into the day shift. The position just became available. We don't have a replacement for your shift yet, but we're working on it. We're going to try to contact the original restaurant owner. I think the name of the place was Red Bear's Family Diner or something like that. It was closed for years, though. I doubt we'll be able to track anybody down. So just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night.
Go away, Foxy. Alright.
Hello.
Hello, Balloon Boy. Hi. Shit. That was kind of slow, holy shit. I withered. You scary bitch. Mangle, go away. Hi. Mango, go away. Hi, Mango. Too many shit! Ah! Ah, you fucks. It's my office. No! Messed up there. I just got pulled down. Fuck. So sad. Well, alright, that was just a little try to guys to finish the stream in beauty, so I'm pretty sure I'll be live streaming tomorrow at 3 PM again. So, catch you guys later. Peace out.